All right, welcome everybody here to the Sports Talk Network. Specifically, welcome here to Talking Packers with Steve as we march on to week number 2. And as we do here, we go over week 1 and we go into week 2 stuff. Guests talk about that matchup first, and then move on to everything else because usually the guests are not able to stay for the whole episode. They're here just to talk about either their next matchup against my team, or if they're a guest from another team, fandom of another team, then we talk about their team and their weakness in that, of course. Um, and with that, it's always great. Now, I have had a female on the show before, a woman, um, Becky, who used to actually be the co-host here. And I'm always looking for co-hosts, and would love to have a co-host here. I'll be here every single week for the whole entire show, or if not most of it. So applications always are being accepted if people are interested to be a co-host. Whether part-time basis, full-time basis, whatever. And anyway, always appreciative to have people in that way. Also, of course, you can find me on all social media. It's literally anything to include TikTok. But yeah, I've tried the TikTok just as much as I'm on Twitter with my 3 accounts there, 4 accounts on Instagram, um, 2 podcasts to run, Facebook fan groups, a Denture channel, second YouTube channel, and other channels and other things that I do. So I'm always busy. I'm always on social media. I might as well apply for that show if anybody's heard of The Circle. That's on Netflix. Because I am on social media a lot. Doesn't mean I mastered it. Just means I'm on it. So, um, either way, let's dive in. I mean, week 1, a lot of interesting results overall. Really happy for Washington and for Jacksonville specifically. Also, Arizona, all getting wins and being top of the division for now, being a 1-0. But, John. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in regards to, how this week goes after week 1 and all the interesting stuff that happened in there. Whether it's blowing big leads, whether it's um, teams underperforming, whether it's missed opportunities, um, coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda for teams to get the win. All that, it's made for a interesting week 1, and that's for sure. So if my guest is here, as I can't tell, not a video, so but if she is here, would like to speak and talk about the Detroit Lions in regards to their week 1 matchup against the Bears, and then the upcoming matchup against the Packers in Green Bay. That will be the first game at Lambeau Field. Of course, no fans. Um, so if my guest is here, without further ado, we'd like to introduce her here to the program. As we talk about Detroit, talk about what could have been in their game against Chicago. I myself was watching final moments after finished up with our game. Going to extra coverage, the Detroit Chicago game, and just seeing that final drive is what I saw on Fox, and then that dropped catch by the rookie running back, and should have been Detroit's to win. From what I saw from highlights and everything, Detroit's defense dominating. Mitch Trubisky, looking pretty bad. Detroit defense doing pretty good. Stafford, doing well. Things were cooking. Then the fourth quarter happened, and just like the LA Clippers the other night, just I don't know what's up with that, but just like the Clippers in a different way, the Clippers, blowing another lead, and the Denver Nuggets winning that series here in this game. The fourth quarter, Mr. Trubisky's like a whole new man, like he's Aaron Rodgers, and slinging touchdowns or at least actual drives. Um, and the Bears come back. Detroit forgot how to play, and then we had the final drive, and they had a chance to make that all up. That all might not have cared. None of that mattered. Not even been Might have been boilerplate stuff to talk about by all Detroit Lions fans. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But from the outside looking in, I would assume that would have been if Swift caught the ball. Would have won the game. Would have survived and advanced. I wouldn't have Bears fans talking about that this is their year and all that. So um, it was interesting. So from your point of view, watching the entire game, I assume, of course, being a Lions fan and supporter on social media and otherwise yourself, how do you assess Week 1 for the Detroit Lions?
Well, I think a lot of fans right now are really they're going they're really upset, which I understand because obviously losing in that way and having the Bears come back in the fourth quarter is really upsetting. So it's very understanding. But um, I think that one thing that as a fan we have to remember is that we had, you know, by the end of the game, five of the 11 were gone, injured, not playing anymore. So that took a big toll. Justin Coleman went down in the second quarter, and then Trufant in the second half, and it was a big problem, obviously. So I think that the issue, obviously, you have guys going down on defense, and we were ahead by 17 points. You got to keep scoring, and I think that we were a little bit too conservative on offense. To obviously their offense is gonna kick in when our defense is going to slowly get worse as we're losing these guys. So I think we needed to keep scoring, and we didn't do that. So I think that was the main issue.
And now with a game that could have been, this game could have been, the battle for the division already. If Detroit would have won, Green Bay won, taking care of Minnesota on the road, and with no fans in the stands, as odd as that was to see, for various reasons for me, kind of eerie and weird.
Mm-hmm.
And how about, for visiting teams, none of that fan base, still only two teams that are having fans, at least from my memory, is with Jacksonville having fans, Jaguars,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Chiefs, of course, the Thursday night game, for their home game. So, 25% capacity, I believe. So, um, I guess helping for them and their teams for being at home, but for our teams and for our upcoming game now with 1-0 Packers, 0-1 Lions, still I think it's going to be just like any NFC North, the mighty NFC North, be a dogfight
Mm-hmm.
of a battle, no matter what Packer fans say, no matter what upset Lions fans say, no matter whatever. I always say that, in um, my opinion, all NFC North teams, you should be close. Usually are close. Otherwise, not to say that they always are, but I'm just saying I always go into the games thinking they're close, even if statistics and logic is telling me, it's showing me in my face otherwise, because it's a divisional game. Whether the game's
Right.
in Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota, or Green Bay, wherever the home team is, it's always going to be a close game because it's your divisional rival. Um, and again, whether it's beginning of the season, middle of the season, or the end of the year. Um, but then heading into week 2 here, with the loss, with, I guess, the I would say some of the hangover of the effects of everything that happened. Swift, I've been seeing with people's comments and stuff, having to use that block button on fans because people are DMing him or
Oh
tweeting
yeah.
him or messaging him on Instagram a lot about it, and
I don't
jokes
think
and
that's
stuff. And I mean
very
from
fair of
Lions
them.
fans, not just NFL fans, from Detroit
Right.
fan base,
Right.
which is unfortunate. Um, Not saying Packer fans are above anything. We have Packer fans that are that way. All teams do. So we're not above it. I'm just saying is I would hope that all my fellow Packer fans, fellow Cheeseheads would be above that, be mature, be
Right.
respectful, and understand that in the end, it's just a gosh darn football game. And I know we care, and that's why we're fans, and we all love football and blah, 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 but it's just a football game. So, in the end, moving forward, and as we move on here to week 2, in regards to the matchup with Green Bay and Chicago, What are your thoughts? What do you think the keys to the game would be from Detroit's side for them to get that W? And then your prediction. And if you want to give a score, you can. If you don't, you do not have to.
Well, I think from the injury report that came out today for the Lions, it looks, I mean, Justin Coleman was placed on IR, so we won't have him. He's our corner one, probably. Trufant did not practice, which is our two. So, but Okuda, our pick in the draft, did have a full practice today, and he was out versus the Bears. So that's a plus, but I think that Matt Patricia is going to need to do things differently this game. He was playing a lot of man last game, and it was not working with these, fourth, fifth string cornerbacks. So I think they got to adjust. They got to make sure that they're putting guys out there who aren't as experienced, and they just have to adjust the scheme. And I don't think they were doing that. I think they were putting them out there and expecting them to play like first and second strings, and they're not. So I think they got to adjust with that. They got to get them some help, and that would definitely, and they got to put pressure on Rodgers. We're always bad with getting pressure on the quarterback. We like to rush three for some reason. Last game I saw Flowers dropping back in pass coverage a lot, which I didn't really understand and that was even before Trufant was out. He was dropping back, and he's our best pass rusher. So I think we got to make sure that we're putting pressure on Rodgers and we still got to get our corners some help, but we just got to adjust to the injuries that we have on defense. Definitely.
Yeah, and for Green Bay, with anything starting out fast, I think the way that we started out against Minnesota was concerning to me in regards to watching that game. Feeling that it was already on hand in a sense, and our defense letting them drive, our offense kind of sporadic, and then that being able to pick up throughout the game, but still starting fast, especially in a divisional matchup that I was talking about earlier. Feel like it's always going to be close heading into them. Don't give the Lions hope, really. It's kind of the way of thinking, at least for me. And start off fast, short first otherwise, and be able to do that. Sorry. Hello, Justin. Yeah, that was an issue fourth quarter. But in regards to the game, I'm going to go with Green Bay Packers over the Detroit Lions, getting the win, 24-13 at home, and be able to be 2-0 at top of the NFC North, and we'll be able to move on and move forward in that way for us. Detroit, unfortunately, if that does happen, being 0-2, really, I would assume be cheering for the Colts to beat the Vikings on the Bears losing whatever, to be able to have hope in regards to playoff positioning and seeding in that regard for the Detroit Lions. But still, the first game, they played very well. Depending on how things go here for week 2, Detroit still be able to be in contention. We'll see. Regards to playoffs or otherwise. I see we have a Lions fan here watching live. Clayton. Is Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers better? Well, for me, personally, I'm always going to go with Brett. In regards to fandom and favorite and all that. My era, being in a sense a spoiled Packer fan, having Brett and Aaron always being in playoff contention, winning a Super Bowl, or the team winning a Super Bowl ring with Brett, one with Aaron. Brett going to 2 in a row. People forget how good Brett was because of how good Aaron is. Sometimes, prisoner of the moment in that sense, Packer fans. Again, we all have been spoiled. Unless you're older than 40, and no, I guess of the doldrum years for Green Bay. But beyond that, I would always say Brett. Brett being number 1, and Aaron being number 2. The late part star number 3 in regards to quarterbacks. in Green Bay lore and history. Um, I do think Aaron's time is ending here soon. We drafted quarterback in the first round for a reason. So it'll be time to move on there. Justin saying 2-0. Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll have to see on Sunday. I know most Packer fans are predicting blowouts here against Detroit, but it's why they play the game. You never know how a game will go, what will be the turning point, what will decide. Um, so I don't like to you guys count my chicken before the hatch, whether I should or not. It's just how I go and do things. So with that, in regards to talking about that matchup and in regards to giving final score, um, in regards to looking for the whole as a whole of week two, is there another matchup that you're looking forward to watch or think would be a game of the week candidate for you beyond your own team's important game?
I haven't really looked into it, so I don't think so, but I mean, there's not anyone specific. I really don't have really a second or third favorite team or anything that I look at.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I understand. I just didn't know. Just wanted to at least ask there, but yeah, I mean that should be. I do in regards to talking about the Detroit Packer game. Um, and this podcast will be a long one because I have to. I'm going through the standings, going through all the other games, the week one final scores and thoughts. Then going through week two. So Hannah, you're welcome to at least stay and watch. But I understand you have to drop off and leave being on here, of course. But welcome to stay and watch whatever you're doing, and look forward to talking to you more um, in our chats and stuff as well. But beyond that, if there are any last things you wish to share in regards to plugging something, sharing something, or any last thoughts in regards to um, the Detroit Lions, to the matchup, whatever, here's your opportunity to talk to your fellow fans of the Lions as well, or whatever else you wish to say as you part.
Uh, as an optimistic Lions fan, I'm gonna predict 24-20 Lions this weekend. Because I think that Patricia, the past few years has seemed to. I feel like he almost plays a different game versus the Packers and the big matchups. So um, I'm hoping that this weekend will look a lot different than week one.
I would I would assume most would agree with you on that. And, and in that thinking, just in regards to coaches, whether it's any sport, playing up to the competition or want to prove something in regards to
Right.
facing better teams and this and that, that can be a bad thing as much as a good thing, right? So where was this team when they were facing this lower team,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, but did this against a good team and beat them or something? It's one of those kind of head scratching, can be somewhat pain in the ass too if you're having a coach or having a team like that plays like they're Super Bowl contenders against fellow Super Bowl contender teams, and then play bad against bad teams. Like they're lowering themselves to that competition, but raising themselves to the other competition, which to me might be more negative than positive. But yeah, hopefully, it will be a close game. And again, thank you for stopping by. I look forward to chatting with you in Instagram DMs. Otherwise, if you left it and just seeing here, looking at the chat. Sorry. Even though Lions aren't the best, I will support no matter what goes on. Respect that's a true fan right there. And um, just think how the Browns fans are feeling right now in their situation. So it always can be worse. So at least with Detroit, I feel that they can be able to beat them, be good, and go from there. But anyways, again, thank you, Hannah, for being here.
Thank you for
I
having
appreciate it.
me.
Welcome to be back anytime, whether next week going over the Lions game or next time our team's battle or whenever. Um, and otherwise, so for me, moving on here in regards to speaking of other things and and talking about what was of week one, which certainly was an interesting and eventful week one, for many, many reasons in many, many ways. And before I do that, let's hear, hold on here. Getting some DMs from friends here. Oh, wait, great. I'm going to call my mom. Hold on. Sorry about that, everybody. Was taking a call. A quick one, thank goodness. So I apologize for that. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how things go moving forward for the league and for the teams and all that stuff. Week one, like I said, was a doozy, with a barn burner for sure. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, coming for supporting Hannah and such, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, so no one go live with another video. There's little my NFL shows, which are each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Follow me on my Packer Instagram at PackerMania_06, or my personal at StephenK_06. They're also on Twitter and other social media. But as we go through week one, so sorry, I'm going to be away from the chat. I'm looking at scoreboards here. But as for week one, going through there, and yes, I will reply to that, Jerson, on your Instagram DM. I'll reply to that later. But week one, as I already did talk, or wasn't talking about, what talking about here. Chiefs over the Texans, 34-24. We have Washington team over Philadelphia, 27-17. Patriots over the Dolphins, 21-11. Good first start there for Cam Newton and the Patriots. Sorry, used to saying Panthers. Cam Newton and the Patriots of New England. Packers over the Vikings, of course, 43-34. Jacksonville Jaguars getting a win over the Colts, 27-20. Chicago over Detroit, 27-23. The Las Vegas Raiders get their first win. They're 34-30 on the road, facing Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers. The Bills over the Jets still being the Jets. You want to talk about fandoms, Jets and Browns. The Browns getting stomped by the Ravens, 38-6. We got the Seahawks over the Falcons on the road, 38-25. The Chargers beating the Bengals in a somewhat mess of a game, 16-13. Arizona getting the win. Happy for D-Hop getting the win there. And his team, 24-20 over the reigning, defending NFC champion 49ers. The Saints over Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, 34-23. The Rams beating the Cowboys, because I enjoy seeing the Cowboys lose. I'm sorry, I just do. 28-17. The Steelers over the Giants, 26-16. A big Ben Roethlisberger's return on the field. And then the Titans beat the Broncos because the Broncos coach forgot how time management works. And the kicker for the Titans, Stephen Gostkowski, finally realized how kicking works. So the Titans getting the win 16-14. I was wanting the Broncos to get the win because the Titans, I don't know, never really been a big fan of theirs, but Titans got the win. So good for them. But that is in regards to week one. We have some good matchups for week two. I mean, many game of the week candidates for sure. Washington against Arizona, New England, Seattle, New Orleans, Las Vegas, Minnesota, Indianapolis. All big games beyond Packer game, of course. And again, I'm sorry if you are commenting or asking questions. I am looking at my board here. Anyways, heading through and going through predictions for week number 2 for Thursday night. For tomorrow night, we got Cincinnati and Cleveland, 0-1 battle. So someone will get their first win. For me, I'm going the Bengals over the Browns, 16-13. kind of the route of the Bengals' first game. This time, them getting the win, 16-13 Cincinnati over Cleveland. Before I move on to the Sunday action, I'm going to go back to my live and look at the comments here. Nope, no new comments. I hope everybody's liking the video. And go from, okay, so let me continue here for week 2. We got Jacksonville against Tennessee, the battle of 1-0, and trying to get a stranglehold on the division in a sense already 2 weeks into the season. And my heart over my head in this one, I'm going to be honest, but I'm going Jacksonville over Tennessee to win on the road. Hey, no fans, right? It's almost like a bubble like the NBA, but it's not. And it's just in the thinking of anything can happen. Because not with the fans, not with the home, the home experience and that sort of stuff. I'm going the Jaguars over the Titans, 34-21. Carolina and Tampa Bay battle 0-1s. Tom Brady looked terrible in game 1. That ain't going to happen again. Sorry, Carolina, you have to be a sacrifice to Brady and the Bucks. I'm going Tampa Bay over Carolina 36-12 in that game. And that was the battle of 0-1 teams. So Tampa Bay will get their first win. Carolina will be 0-2. Denver and Pittsburgh. Denver's 0-1. Pittsburgh's 1-0. Sorry, Denver, but I have Pittsburgh getting the win here, 23-20. Not really much else to say about that. 1-0 Los Angeles Rams facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going Rams. Say kind of like the Pittsburgh game. I have the Rams winning, Philadelphia going down now 0-2. I have the Rams over the Eagles, 27-18. The battle of 0-1s, ironically, with the 49ers and Jets, but just think the Jets being on their schedule, I see the 49ers bouncing back and getting the W, 27-6. Buffalo against Miami. Buffalo 1-0. Miami 0-1. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills, 27-13 for the win there. A battle of 0-1s with the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Indianapolis to face Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I'm going with Minnesota. I have a lot of road teams winning, but that's how I see it. Or in my opinion, I have the Vikings over to the Colts, 23-20. Then, of course, I already gave my prediction for the Packers-Lions game. Moving forward, we have Falcons against the Cowboys, battle of 0-1 teams. I'm actually going to go with the Atlanta Falcons getting the win. Falcons over Cowboys, 26-23. We got the Giants and the Bears. Bears that are 1-0, facing off against the Giants that are somewhat of a mess. Offensively, can Chicago actually keep things going? This one's going to be a close, tight game. I have the Giants getting the win, kind of like a 9-3, 13-10 kind of win there. I would officially will say 13-10 Giants. Then we have this next matchup that I wanted to wait and show here and share in this way because, and by the way, I might actually have another guest on later in the episode, but this one I'm sharing because this one is my game of the week. But guess what? I'm going to have to put my hand over them, if you know what I mean, as I do with my helmet, because I have the Washington football team facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm going to do this. Sorry, you might not see my face here for a few seconds, but I wanted to show the matchup. Washington football team against the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe I'll hide it more like this. I don't know. It's just one of those, since they aren't, the formerly retired team name. But yeah, that's the battle that I have for the game of the week because both teams, the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals, they both got big wins in week 1. And certainly showed out for sure in those games. So definitely going to be, for me, the game of the week there. Sorry for all that weirdness there, but I wanted to do that because I've been calling them the Washington football team for the past 2 years. So there you go. So for this matchup, like I said, will be my game of the week. And it must be their game of the week because it's on Sunday in the afternoon, an afternoon game, so it probably is their game of the week with the Washington football team and Arizona both being 1-0. Someone will get their first loss, and someone will stay 2-0. I'm just thinking about that. I mean, I know we're only 2 weeks in. The season isn't over for one team technically, and the season isn't made for one team either after 2 weeks, but it still means something, right? And that's why every game counts. And for either team to be 2-0, atop of their division, especially for the Washington football team, if they can be 2-0 atop of that division, even if the other division teams win. I mean, the Giants have a tough matchup against the Bears. We got Dallas against Atlanta, yeah, at home, but still. And then Philadelphia facing off against the Rams, yes, at home, but still. Giants on the road, Cowboys at home, Eagles at home, all in tough matchups, and they could all lose again. Not saying it's going to happen, but it could. And Washington, if Washington is 2-0 and the rest of that NFC East, or formerly called the NFC East, are 0-2, shout out to my boy Louis T Network. Again, let me say that again loud and proud. Louis T Network and his Washington team. Welcome to check out his YouTube channel, Louis T Network. LOUIE, Louis TTEE Network. NETWORK. Louis T Network, and check out his stuff there. Let him know Steve from Talking Packers is sent you over there. But he has some great content talking about his team specifically. He has a podcast there too. But yeah, so this one's tough because I really want both teams to succeed this season. I really do. If someone has to lose, I'm going to go with Arizona to get the win. I'm going Arizona over Washington 28-16. But I wouldn't be upset if Washington won. I would be upset if Arizona win. Someone has to lose. So I guess I'll be a little sad in that regard because I want both teams to succeed. But in regards to the divisions, I think it would be a stronger thing for Washington. They might need it more than Arizona having a lead in regards to the division because Seattle's already tied with Arizona and stuff like that. So I'm going with Arizona for the win over the Washington teams. They said for the score. Next one is a matchup of 1-0 teams. We got the Chiefs and the Chargers, but Chargers got their win against the Bengals. Chiefs are just dominant. I have the Chiefs over the Chargers, 36-9. Then we got Baltimore and Houston. Baltimore beating up on the Browns. Houston in a mess against the Chiefs. I got the Ravens over Houston. Baltimore going to 2-0, winning 27-13. They got another battle of 1-0s. Many 1-0 battles, just like many 0-1 battles of teams. Someone is going to be 2-0. Someone's 1-1, obviously. We got the New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. But it's not Tom Brady's Patriots coming to Seattle. Cam Newton's Patriots coming to Seattle. So I'm going with the Seahawks over the Patriots. Seahawks over Patriots 27-23. Then the Monday Night Football game. We got the Saints and the Raiders. This one's actually going to be pretty good. This was one of my game of the weeks that I thought of hard, but I went with Washington team against Arizona Cardinals for the reasons I gave. But this one's going to be a good one, too. I really want to pick the Raiders because, you know, the Buccaneers would certainly enjoy that for the Saints to lose. But I'm going to predict the Saints to get the win. The Raiders to lose their first game at home. Unfortunately, their new stadium. But I hope it is a close game on Monday Night Football on ESPN, worldwide leader. I got the Saints over the Raiders 27-21. So that's in regards to week 2. Week 1 was a craziness all in that atmosphere for sure, and certainly was the week 1. Not like it was bad or anything. It just was interesting in that own regard. No, makes me laugh. That's good. Anyways, Yeah, so that's pretty much in regards to all that. I'm just going to see if my amigo will be able to join me. Sorry, I'm just seeing in regards to that. I do thank people for being able to watch this, and I hope you all do like the video. Sorry about me, also looking at my phone, just replying to people. I'm always one that likes to reply as soon as possible, even if it's not, apropos or professional to do so during my show. But maybe if my show is bigger, I'll have hire someone to go through be my social media person, reply to DMs, reply to tweets. Excuse me, but let me see. Yeah, hopefully you'll be joining here later. So I'm just gonna keep this live now. I might I'm pretty much done with talking about other things, but hopefully he'll be able to pop on later, and we'll have another second guest. He usually just is later, so I might start my shows later, starting next week, to have him on and maybe any other guests for our next matchup for week 3. Whoever the Packers are playing there for week 3. No, I think those that were watching live, and I thank you guys for liking the video. Hey, I'd rather have people liking it than getting dislikes. So if you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to, but I'd rather see no reaction in that regard, or a thumbs up just because you technically saw it. It helps for traffic, helps for reviews, it's helping me out in general. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Subscribe. I always love to have NFL fans of any team. Part of the fun, part of the action there. Sorry, just trying to find the people as I'm waiting for my other guests to join on later here. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to. Yeah, hope you all like the video, whatever. Hope all is well. It's really going to be an interesting week. That's all I know, and hopefully I'll see if. I forgot what time we were able to make it last. But yeah, I'll just stay right here until they're done. I don't know why you guys did. I don't know. That's a good question. You know, seeing if other people are able to join in between time. That matters. Sorry, yeah, just waiting here, seeing if other people have joined. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go live on my Instagram fan page. Hey, just want to show I'm live here on my channel, on my main channel, Talking Packers with Steve. Look it up. The link for it is below, and I just wanted to share about that. Welcome to check that out. And I'm live here and there, but either way, would love to have any of you on the show. As I'm still live, still waiting for another person to be on the show, but you're welcome to. Heck, you can go over there and watch it for a couple for 20 seconds and at least like the video. That's greatly appreciated. And go from there. But yeah, hope all is well. And if you do go over there, just say hi in the comment section below. And otherwise, yeah, take care. But yeah, I do have a little bit to go. But yeah, this is just a very short live. I'm still live on my YouTube channel, so you're welcome to swing over there. I had it was nice to have Hannah, the short Lions fan there. She not only beautiful but also knowledgeable and smart and talking football. And definitely hope to chat with her more in general and go from there. But yeah, this is just a quick live on my Instagram to let you know I am still live on my YouTube. And you go over there and check out the episode, or you can watch it in its entirety when it's posted to the channel later on. And you're welcome to watch it for 10 seconds, I don't know, whatever minutes it is. And like the video at the very least. If you're new, you can subscribe as well. Have a great rest of your day here on Instagram. And above all else, as always, take care. I did predict that one on the show, but I did predict the Packers over the Lions. I think I said like 2024, something like that. But you can watch the show. And anyways, I'll go back to the show. And for Instagram, you guys take care. But yeah. Well, yeah, hope if anybody's here, welcome to say hi. Yeah, see if my friend's able to make it. Maybe not, maybe, I don't know. Sorry about all this silence here. I was just waiting to see if my friend able to make it here talk football and otherwise quickly. If he's not, that's fine. He has his own show he's doing, so I gotta figure out when he's done with that. Might be here at the top of the hour. We'll see. But hopefully things will improve. It's going to be interesting in regards to the upcoming weeks. Hopefully the football season be able to continue as planned and as scheduled, and be able to get through the season, get to the playoffs, and hopefully be able to get the Packers in the Super Bowl. That'd be cool, right? No, but we'll certainly have to see in that regard. Like, who knows? It certainly shall be interesting in that regard of all. We got Packers, Bears, and Lions. It's going to be a battle in the division. I know in my first episode of this season, I gave my prediction for all 32. That's the record wise. Be a dungeon a minute ago. Like, after that, and all those. The way she, it seems like Heather, or not Heather, Hannah should Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day. Had a good day, though. My therapy appointment as well, and doing that telehealth and doing other things that are working on me in different aspects. I enjoy love life, enjoy being an uncle, enjoy many things, enjoying Instagram for many things as well, picking pictures, and let's just say I already saw some nice pictures. On Instagram while I was sitting here waiting for my friend. And I checked out Hannah's personal account too. Um, yourself and me. But that's definitely something nothing cool in that regard. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait here to see if he can join football with him. He's awesome in his own right. He's just busy because he has his own. I'm gonna have an Oreo, which I can't use to kiss my gums. And yes, it's because I am 32 with gums. It was because of different reasons, not because of what people may think. Why I lost my teeth. In the end, it was best for business. That's why I have my second channel called The Denture Life. I'm not ashamed about it. No one should be about anything. Anything about their past or their life. I mean, they don't have to share things. But sorry if you can hear me chew. Try to do it quietly. Kenny Clark. Oh, Kenny Clark, the Pro Bowl defensive tackle who exited Sunday's game against the Vikings with a groin injury, was held out of Wednesday's practice, so hopefully he'll be able to make it. And these are the Halloween ones. We have them on the shelf, the Halloween Oreos. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, so exactly at 7 o'clock, so we'll be soon exactly 8 o'clock. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, maybe. But yeah, Instagram is definitely the place to be for sure for many reasons. That might be a little bit too much. Well, this is a live video, so I can't really cut it. I can edit it, but edit it. Whew. That's some fun. What is it? I'll just wait here a little bit longer. I don't want to be too long with it. But forgot one exactly time he was able to make it last time. But either way, like I said, I made it go over here too long. Hope all is well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the show. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. There. And above all else, as always, take care.